Heaven's California.
Hey guys, so I'm going to be reacting to my next ZMDE animation video. This one I think is less. Yeah, 12 minutes 44 seconds. This one is called I Wish I Didn't Notice What the Man Beside Me Was Doing. So from what I saw from the thumbnail, he was on a plane and I saw the guy kind of like doing something with his hands. I don't know what he was doing really, but I guess we'll find out, but I don't know. Let's just see.
This is the story of when I
wish I didn't notice what the man beside me was doing. After Thailand, my family was hesitant on traveling for a while. I mean, honestly, that's fair. My girlfriend Anastasia was even convinced that...
You're cursed.
What?
Yeah. People see you getting... what's it called? Subscribers. And some of them are jealous. So they project negative energy on you and bad things happen.
I'm not usually superstitious, but I'm not gonna lie. She had me a little paranoid. How else do you explain this? The man is only wearing his left shoe. He holds his right one in his hands, and he's tinkering with something inside of it. That's when
I didn't order a shoe cleaner.
the man looks up. My mom's boyfriend Keith is staring right at him. Hold on. The man tinkers more urgently.
What do you mean, hold on? You're in my seat.
I said, hold on.
Oh damn.
My mom and Tabitha wake up. We all turn our attention to the hooded man.
I'll show you, hold on.
Keith tosses his Pepsi at the man's shoe and soaks it.
Uh-oh.
What the hell? The hooded man notices the flight attendant approaching. He stands up, shoves Keith, and gets away. Keith notices that the man left his shoe behind. So he picks it up, then yells out,
Hey, you left your shoe.
The flight attendant walks up to us.
Hi, is everything okay here?
No.
Yes, everything is fine.
Suddenly, the shoe starts beeping with smoke coming out of it. The flight attendant screams.
He's got a bomb!
The bystander tackles Keith. I rush over to help Keith, but I'm cut off by another bystander, then another.
Oh my god.
Another.
Oh my god.
Keith got ganked, man. 5v1 and counting. Next thing you know, we're surrounded. Still, I had to help my guy, so I charge into battle, right? But you guessed it, intercepted again. But this time, by Tabitha? Yo, get out of the way.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? Keith needs our help.
If you run in there right now, what do you think is gonna happen? Exactly.
Are we just supposed to watch Keith get murked?
That's an interesting plan. Here's a better one. We find the guy who actually planted the bomb.
I didn't appreciate the sarcasm, but she had a point. The fact that this was happening to Keith, of all people, was devastating. I mean, he was just trying to make a good impression on my mom. Basically, like 2 weeks ago, Keith came to me with a surprise.
You think she will like it?
I looked down and...
Oh.
Egypt.
Oh, Egypt.
But why?
I got a refund from Thailand, but only for points.
You know you don't have to do this, right?
I know. But do you think she will like it?
Keith was trying to win back my mom's trust. He wanted to show her that not all guys were evil. So this whole situation, wasn't exactly a good look. Keith is tied down in a corner of the plane. A small group of passengers are assigned to guard him. Everyone else on the flight is under strict orders by the pilot not to leave their seats.
That's crazy.
You are planning to do what?
The real bomber has to still be on the plane, so we're gonna find him.
Yeah, but you can't
And
leave your
how are
seats.
you going to do that?
Tabitha looks to me. Well, it was only for like a second, but I'm pretty sure the guy only had one shoe on.
Let's just wait for the police to take care of that.
Yeah, but they're gonna
Once this
arrest.
plane lands, the bomber's gonna get away, and it'll be near impossible to prove Keith's innocence.
That's so true.
He's right.
Okay, but how are you going to pass the flight attendant?
Tabitha looks towards something.
Keith. He looks like he needs to pee real bad.
Please.
We're only a few hours away from landing.
Few hours? There's no way I'll make it.
Fine, let's go.
The flight attendant takes Keith down the aisle in handcuffs. Meanwhile, in a different section of the plane, I'm on a search mission with Tabitha.
Just act natural. That's not natural.
I was gonna say,
It's
what was I
mostly
on?
chill until outside the window, a military jet pulls up beside us.
Oh no.
Then we hear through the speakers. Attention passengers, this is your pilot speaking. You may have noticed jets flying beside us. They're only here to escort us to the nearest airport. Rest assured, this is merely a standard practice. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, we put on Mean Girls 2. Enjoy the movie and the rest of your flight. Tabitha and I don't think much of it and resume our search. But somewhere else on the plane, my mom heard a different version of the story.
FBI.
He's lying.
What?
The jets are standard practice. Since 9/11, that is. They're here to shoot us down in case anything goes wrong. AKA, in case the bomber isn't alone. I'm
Oh,
still
shit.
searching with Tabitha when, down the aisle, a hooded man comes out of the
That's
washroom.
him.
I get a bad vibe. So I
Uh-oh.
look down and he's wearing two different shoes. I look up and we make eye contact. Then, that's him. The man makes a run for it.
See?
I'm going after him.
Get him.
I chase after him. Tabitha tries to follow me, but quickly realizes that we're already too far ahead. So instead, she turns around and runs in the opposite direction. She finds Keith, then
You should be in your seat. Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed that
He has an accomplice!
the flight attendant is caught off guard.
What?
Tabitha winks at Keith.
The bomber admitted he has an accomplice! And he's on the plane!
Tabitha manages to cause a scene, and people start asking questions. Then, an officer arrives. Where?
that way.
Tabitha points the officer in the right direction.
Holy crap. So it's actually intense. Like, I actually didn't expect it to be so intense.
The commotion quickly spreads through the entire section of the plane.
Wow.
My mom hears people asking questions, so she looks out the window. On one of the jets, a metal chamber opens. Inside,
A missile.
she gets up from her seat and marches towards the front of the plane.
I need to speak to the pilot.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That isn't possible.
Suddenly, the alarms go off.
Oh no.
Probably because I arrive in some kind of storage room.
Oh.
It's dark, so I lose sight of the man.
Well, what if they think it's
walk
him?
through the room looking for him.
Oh my god, how much longer is left in this? Oh, there he
I
is.
notice
Shit.
something.
There he
On a
is, there he
silver
is.
suitcase up ahead, I can see my reflection and He swings at me. I dodge and jump back. I'm squared off with the bomber. The thing is, there's a time and place for a clean, fair fight. This was not one of those times. You don't want to mess with me, bruh. You seen John Wick? No? Oh shit. Watch this. I call this the Dragon Claw. I put my hands up. Watch my hands. Then step closer towards him. Watch my hands. Don't blink, you'll miss it. A little closer. The man watches my hands when I sack him straight in the nuts. He collapses, screaming in pain. Then I hear the door open. It's Tabitha. She's with the officer.
That's him.
Meanwhile, at the front of the plane, there was a much bigger problem. Attention Flight 32. If your alarm is not shut off within the next 30 seconds, we will be forced to shoot you down. The pilot panics. He doesn't know what to do.
Oh my god.
Attention passengers, this is your pilot speaking. Don't mind the alarm. This is just another safety practice. Please enjoy the rest of your movie. And the door busts open. My mom rushes in.
Stop! You can't go in there.
My mom grabs the radio.
The bomber has been caught. Don't shoot.
My mom, the pilot, and the flight attendant all wait on the response. Copy that. We will not engage. I repeat, we will not engage.
Oh my god, thank god.
Silent relief fills the room. After that, the bomber and I are brought to Keith in handcuffs. Keith confirms that the other man is his accomplice, so they let me go. A few hours later, we make an emergency landing in Boston. We're held in this room where the FBI question us. Eventually, they figure out that Keith is innocent. Well, actually, more than innocent. Apparently, earlier in the day, the bomber tries to get on a flight, but he buys a one-way ticket with cash and doesn't bring any luggage, so he gets flagged. Security holds him for hours, but ultimately can't find anything to convict him with. That's because he's hiding it in his shoe. So he gets on the next flight, our flight, and in the middle of the night, when most of the passengers are sleeping, he finds an opportunity to light his shoe bomb. There was just one little problem. He took the wrong guy's seat. Again, Air Freedom is truly grateful for your heroic deed, and we apologize for how this may have inconvenienced you.
Yeah, I did.
This is the boat. We better get a refund.
Wow. I think that story was way better than the last one. Holy crap, that was actually a really good story. Not even gonna lie, that was intense. Like, I swear to God, like all these stories, I'm like so like they're so unexpected. I'm just like, what? Like that's the last thing I expected, but that was intense. That had me in the whole time. I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, oh, that was really good. Really good job by ZMDE Animations. I hope that was real. Like not because like I just hope that was real because like. Well, in a way, I hope it was not, because that's, we don't want any bombing things happening. Because obviously we remember 9/11 and that was awful, so... I just, why are there people like that? I don't even understand, like, why are you doing that? Like, what are you doing? Like literally, what are you doing with your life? Like, if nothing better, just so you have to bomb a random plane? Like, at first, when the thing started, like, sparkling or whatever, I was like, what the hell? And then when the flight attendant said he has a bomb, I was like, what? Like, I was actually kind of thinking, oh, no, it's not a bomb. Like, what are you doing? It's not, I thought it was, like, but it actually was a bomb. I actually didn't even realize that. Wow. I'm just glad everything was safe. The mom basically saved the day. That guy saved the day. The girl and the guy saved the day. Like, the whole family basically saved the day. Like, everyone would have been dead except for that. The whole family. The mom saved them from getting bombed. The guy followed him, I forgot his name, the main guy that followed him and stuff and sacked him and stuff. Wow, they all saved him. Wow, that was fucking crazy. They're like literally heroes to me now, holy crap. But anyway, that was a really good story. Definitely subscribe to him if you have not, because he has really good content for sure. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.